English audio is provided by a text-to-speech software.
こんにちは、ともです。英語は苦手なので、音声読み上げソフトを頼っています。それではどうぞごゆっくり。
Tanjiro has finally slashed a large rock and completed his final ordeal, and Urokodaki-san gives Tanjiro the utmost praise. Urokodaki-san pats Tanjiro's head at this point. In Japanese custom, it is not taboo to pat someone on the head, but basically, you don't touch someone's body because you don't do skinship. Head patting is also a behavior that is only practiced with small children, such as those in kindergarten, or with someone very close to them. Furthermore, Urokodaki-san, a man of this period, would rarely have patted or hugged someone on the head. Urokodaki-san's excitement at having done something truly amazing must have been reflected in his actions. Urokodaki-san prepared a feast for Tanjiro. As he lives deep in the mountains, I would guess that the ingredients are river fish. The contents of the pot appear to be leeks, mushrooms and what looks like taro. It is a feast full of mountain produce. Tanjiro cut his hair again. At first, fate led him to cut his hair by accident, but now Tanjiro cuts his hair of his own volition and is preparing for the deadly challenge of becoming a demon slayer. Whenever an anime character gets a haircut, there is always a meaning behind it. Urokodaki-san made and gave Tanjiro a mask for him. Since ancient times, Japan has used masks for good luck charms and religious ceremonies. As a remnant of this, masks are still sold casually at Japanese festivals, and there are also many masks of anime characters that children enjoy. Tanjiro is leaving for the final selection. The mountains in the background are covered with snow, but there is no snow on the roads around the house and the ground looks green. The season must be early spring. Tanjiro arrived at the venue for the final selection. There, wisteria flowers are blooming out of season. Wisteria flowers bloom from late April to May. Wisteria flowers are often planted in shrines and temples and are sometimes a speciality of the place. I received an amulet with an embroidered wisteria flower at a shrine, which I will show you. Wisteria is popular not only at shrines but also in flower gardens. Many people throng the flower gardens where wisteria can be seen. Let me tell you one important thing about wisteria flowers. It is said that if you see wild wisteria in the mountains, do not approach it as it is a sign of danger. The reason for this is not because of the presence of diamonds, but because the mountain is unkempt and wild. Some people have described the wisteria as the wisteria flower is the mountain scream. Tanjiro's first technique appeared. This technique should be imagined as a rough wave crashing against rocks. This technique is very effective when dealing with multiple diamonds, as the large waves hit the water against multiple rocks. There are good samples of what the water looks like in this technique, known in Japanese as uchishio. Uchishio was found in the patterns on fans used in Japanese dance. In typhoons and windy seas, such waves may be seen. Tanjiro successfully defeats his first enemy and feels that his training has paid off. In his recollection, there is a description of a special sword used by the Demon Slayer. As for the name of that sword, the subtitle Nichiren Sword or Sun Blade seems to be used. Nichiren means sun. The Japanese language has various ways of referring to the sun. Nichiren is not an everyday word, but is used in written language or with the intention of giving it some strict meaning. The next technique was the water wheel. This technique means wheel made of water, which is strange because the kanji in the name of the technique reminds me of that. Do you ever get that strange feeling in English or any other language? Let me know in the comments section. A big demon appeared. Let me elaborate a little more on the conversation between the demon and Tanjiro. The demon asks, "What year is this, Meiji?" Tanjiro asks, and Tanjiro is momentarily confused and replies, "It's Taisho." Damon says, "Taisho? Is it?" he asks, thinking for a moment and getting angry. The meaning of this lies in the unique way of counting years in the Japanese calendar. This year is 2025 and this counting system is also used in Japan. However, official Japanese documents sometimes refer to the year as Reiwa 7. In Japan, when a new emperor ascends to the throne, he is given a new name and begins to count the years as a time break. There is another number of years that has been counted ever since Japan was founded, but this is not used much today. The Taisho in the Taisho secret is also a uniquely Japanese way of counting, and when converted to the Western calendar, it is 1912 to 1926. Finally, Tanjiro finds the big demon's thread of opportunity and performs the technique. Here's the Japanese for water surface slash. This reading, minimo, is often used in lyrics and written language and is not often used in everyday life. When used in everyday life, it is read as swaymen using the same kanji.